How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here. Today is going to be another entry into our horror month series of movies, TV shows, anime, and also regular animation, all horror-centric. And this is the second video I'm doing today. The first one was on George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Classic black and white zombie film with the slow moving ones. And I mentioned in that how it eventually evolved like the genre into like from slow to really fast to rage filled zombies or infected. And so with that, let's go ahead and get started. And these two movies are, so with Night of the Living Dead, how that's credited with helping start the genre, this helped bring it back, like make it relevant again. And that is 28 Days Later. This is a film by Danny Boyle, the director of Trainspotting. Really awesome movie. And let's see if we can get it to clear. And there's like hazard symbols in the irises there. There's the title. And here you have a silhouette of our lead character as he makes his way through London, which is where this takes place. And this is a really awesome movie. This was so freaking creepy when I saw this. And the way that this is filmed, it's done in like a real low quality style. With the way that the type of cameras that they use, that's like the director's choice. Here's the story details, and there's the menu set up. Get a picture of it right there. Here's the special features. This is like the old style Blu-ray design with all the specs and stuff. So you get interviews, alternate endings with commentary. You have a featurette, music video. Excuse me, photo gallery burping there. And there is the specs. And here is the disc. So 28 days later. Yeah, I want to say that the zombie genre wasn't really doing so well around this time. This disc looks pretty cool. It was just kind of like, you know, just kind of around. And this really helped bring it back. This, as they're called, I think they're mostly called infected in this one. And yeah, the infected. These things are creepy as heck. They are very, very fast moving. They jump around. Well, not like, jump all over the place and things like that. No, they just move really quickly. And they really are filled with rage, as it's called, as it says here. And there you see, rage virus transforms the world, and it's crazy. Like the opening scene in this movie is awesome. It's our lead character making his way through London after waking up, and he doesn't know what's happened. And they actually had, I think, very little time to do this. London is empty. Like, there's no one around that you could see, and it's like during the daytime, and it's incredible. This was really well done. And so this is an older Blu-ray. I want to say there's newer cases, but I think with the same kind of covers, or they might have like a card or something. But the disc is the same. But quality-wise, it looks really good. Sound is good. Now, the look of it, it looks like it's very low quality. That's because of the type of cameras they used. And so it was their choice. That's how it was meant to be seen. And the Blu-ray reflects that. It shows it really, really well. And I'm glad they did. So will this get like a new transfer or something? Not sure how much they can do with it because of the way it was shot. So you have 28 Days Later, which, so the title like shows like it reflects 28 days after the first infection, I think. Yeah, after the first reported infection. And then you have its sequel, 28 Weeks Later, which is 28 weeks after the first film, pretty much. And when days turn to weeks, the horror returns. And you see two different color irises there, and they also have the hazard like symbol there. And these cover arts are really cool. I really like these. Really nice. Give you guys a nice shot there. So same thing, older Blu-ray. These have been out for quite a while. You can find these pretty regularly. And there's the story details here. And takes place same area, Britain. Pretty much England. And here are the special features. More interviews, commentary, yeah, just different things. Always welcome. And then here are the specs. And now this one was directed by a different person. Danny Boyle, I believe, is credited as a executive producer or just a regular producer on this one. I don't think he had any credited as like a writer or anything, not that I remember or recall. And here's the disc, and there you see, it almost looks like England's on fire there. Really cool disc. And so the second one, pretty good. This has newer, like it was filmed on newer cameras and stuff like that, but you do have some shots that remind you of this, like the way this was filmed. So they managed to you know, tie that in a way, but it does have like a newer looking feel to it. But also the music is really good. The main theme that's in the first one is present in here, and it is awesome. It's very creepy, and this one definitely ups the gore and stuff like that. Like you get more action, things like that. Fun note, you have Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, in here, which was, I forgot he was in this movie, because I rewatched it. I was like, wait a minute, that's Jeremy Renner. So, yeah, you have Hawkeye in here, Idris Elba. The first one, the main star is, main actor is Cillian Murphy. I believe that's his first name. He's also in, what is it? I think he was in Red Eye. He's also, oh, I believe he's the he's the Scarecrow in Batman Begins, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so really good work with the casting on these. Very well done. And I'll give you guys another nice shot of both covers. So these movies, unfortunately, they do have. So the first one has a kind of like a nice like cliffhanger to it. Here's because you're kind of like, okay, what happens now? Because you do find out more about like this what they're calling, I guess, the rage virus now. Mostly in the second one. Because in the first one, I mean, you know, don't really know what the heck it is. It's just people are going nuts. And alright. Looks good together. Okay, there we go. Okay. And so that one just kind of ends, and you're wondering, okay, what happens next? And then the second one has what looks like to be another big cliffhanger, in a way. And sadly, there has not been a third one with these. I want to say that there was a rumor going around that they were possibly considering a second or a third one after, I think, the second one got released. I don't want to say it was before. I want to say it was after it got released and you know, had its run and things like that. But unfortunately, nothing's happened since then, and these movies have been out for quite a while. I believe it was going to be 28 years later is what the rumored title was going to be. Yeah, I don't think it was going to be months. I think it was going to be years. So it's going to go days, weeks, years. But yeah, so far, you know, ever since then, nothing has happened, sadly. You know, will there be a third one? Don't know at this point. I would love to see one. I would actually love to see Danny Boyle come back and work on, like, because the work he did on the original really helped bring the genre back, like make it more relevant again. And you know, music was good. the way the action was really good. Very frightening, very scary with the way the infected act and move. The sounds they make, oh man, it's creepy. The gore effects were also pretty good. The setting is just wonderful. Like when Cillian is walking through London in the opening. Is it London? Yeah, I want to say London. Through the opening scene, you see Big Ben in the background. You see him just walking around. There's nobody present. That's just incredible. The second film also has a really awesome opening where one of the characters is trying to escape and they're running like through a field, and then infected just come out of nowhere, out of the woods, off the top of a hill, just start running after him, and you're just trying to wonder, is he gonna escape? It is really good. Very frightening. And you know, you do find out more about this rage virus thing more in the second one. And you know, I would love to see a third one. I think it'd be really cool. And so with that, like the video if you do, subscribe if you like. And have you seen the 28 Days Later series? I'm gonna call them a series, or movies. Have you seen either one of these? If so, what did you guys think? Do you think that it's better left off the way it is, or should they continue it? Also, the Blu-rays, the qualities, they're fine for what they are. They are really good. These Blu-rays, you can find them for pretty cheap. The first one I found for like, I think $4. The second one I found for like $5. They're pretty cheap. I found these used all the time. And as far as I know, there's no like Criterion collection or anything with these, or you know, like real remastered editions. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend checking these out. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.